For 4 years, Kel Sewell had tried to make his small-town medical practice profitable.
Despite working 16 or 18 hours a day, I couldn't make it work.
A downturn in the economy meant fewer patients were coming to see him.
Many times we wouldn't even get a paycheck after we paid all the expenses.
Yet, working as hard as he did, Kel felt like he deserved the finer things in life.
I grew up a poor kid, and I thought I was supposed to live a certain way, be at the country club, have a big house and swimming pool, boat, and the whole 9 yards, and then I get my paycheck, and it really doesn't match.
The bills for the office and home piled up.
I would start doing things like using credit cards to pay bills, and then, the more credit cards you use, the more credit cards you're sent. And you get in a bind you can't get out of if you get on the other side of compound interest.
Eventually, Kel's debt topped $500,000. He lost his home and his medical practice to bankruptcy. Years before, Kel had prayed with Gordon Robertson to receive Jesus as Savior. But it wasn't until after the bankruptcy that he started reading Pat's book called The Secret Kingdom.
I found the law of reciprocity. It defied logic. It didn't make any sense to me. But Pat said, if you want money, you got to give money.
Kel started giving a little bit where he could, but then a former patient named Lulu encouraged him to start tithing.
And she pulled her Bible out and read the Malachi verse to me. She said, I want you to try it again, and I want you to do it consistently and see what happens. And she prayed with me.
Kel started giving to his church, to his friend Lulu's church, and he joined the 700 Club. That's when things started to turn around financially.
I got a letter in the mail from the place where I did my residency, and I opened it up and it said, we have $10,000 for you, would you like it? We took out too many taxes on you. And I ran to the telephone and called them, and I called Lula too. She said, I told you it was coming, you just had to be faithful.
Then a second financial miracle happened. Without doing a job search, Kel was hired to work in a thriving medical practice in a nearby town, where his income increased dramatically. Today, Kel's practice has over 5,000 patients, and his income has tripled since the days he was in private practice. But he'll tell you his success points back to a decision he made years before.
I think it really points back to consistent tithing. Consistent tithing.